Hey
All
everyone,
right.
welcome to the GameGravy Rewind podcast. This is Michael speaking, and with me I have Dante and Chris. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
This is
Uh,
episode 64. So yeah, we are back. We took like a little break from the site. A lot of stuff happened, personal stuff, uh, and we're back. So yeah,
yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be back.
yeah.
Welcome back, boys.
So
Can we
yeah,
queue up? Can we queue up Aerosmith's back in the saddle again, or do we gotta pay him way too much
yeah,
money?
we don't have money to do
No.
that. Yeah, no, no. But just imagine it, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's playing in the background right now.
You can sing it
Or
if you
the
like,
Mace song,
Dante.
welcome back, or welcome home, or whatever. I don't know what the song is.
Sing it, Dante. Sing the Aerosmith song.
Oh, oh no, no, we don't want people to turn it off already.
Okay, yeah, good call. All right, so we're gonna start this off by. Well, you know what? First, I want to mention, in from our return here, we actually created a Facebook community. We updated our commenting on the website on GameGravy.com, so we're using Discuss now, or Discus. And you can comment on reviews and articles and editorials and everything like that now. And you can also interact with us via Facebook community and just search for Game Gravy, one word, and it will pop up. There is a public one that everybody can access. So
Hmm.
starting off this whole conversation, we're going to talk about what's everybody's been talking about lately, the new system from Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
Who
it's
wants
gonna
to
be
who wants to start?
announced tomorrow, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, the 12th.
Thursday the
Oh,
12th.
Yep,
Yeah,
Thursday the 12th at 11
it's
a.m.
yeah,
Eastern
it's
time.
11 p.m. Eastern time and 8 p.m. Pacific time.
There we go. Yeah, because that would be yeah Japanese time. Uh, yeah,
I
and
mean,
lots of speculation on how much it's going to cost. A lot of people. What do you guys think? There's lots of debate on
I'm
our,
go-
our community at least of what the cost is going to be.
I'm going to $250.
250. You know,
One SKU for you.
Uh, crap. If they do one SKU, no, I don't think it would be one SKU. I think it'll be two SKUs, and it'll be $300 for a bundled system with a game, and it'll be Mario with the game.
Oh, please be right. Please be right.
that'd be cool. What about you, Dante?
I have two SKUs as well. $2.99 for a basic and $3.49 with a bundle pack in, more memory, that kind of deal.
All right.
So kind of like how they did with the Wii U.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything as mind boggling as Mario or Zelda or something like that. I think we'll get maybe the Mario Kart Switch version or maybe Splatoon or something like that. I don't know that they're going to drop a one of their AAA bombs off immediately with a
I
pack
mean,
in. But
they need to make a big hit, and the Mario game could actually do it. A brand new Mario game
Yeah,
could
yeah,
actually do it.
yeah, I think so.
yep,
I mean, for me, I personally think there's going to be two tiers of systems. I think it's I think it's going to be a little higher. I think they're going to drop the first one at 300 and 400, another system for 400 with more memory, expansive memory. Um, Only because it's definitely not going to be comparable to the Xbox One, PlayStation 4s. However, they're I think they're going to be trying to stay competitive and they're offering a unique type of system, so they're going to want to charge for that. Kind of like how the Wii was and the Wii U is. It's different than the other systems, so they're charging for a unique feature and a unique system. Um, Not necessarily ultra hyper realistic graphics. You know what I mean? Because obviously
sure.
Yeah.
there's limitations. Anthony thinks that there's going to be two as well. I know that his guess was 250 for the base model and 300 for the Pro. And Jeff, one of our editors, Jeff here, he thinks, obviously Anthony says 250 and 300, and Jeff says 249.99, and the other one would be 299.99 and come with a game. Um, And some other people are on the same baseline as me. On our Facebook community, Robert James Roth says 349 for the base and 399 for the Pro with extra storage. It's kind of like almost along the same lines as me, except he thinks the base is going to cost $50 more. So you never know. I mean, a lot of people here are thinking it's going to cost a little bit more for this one.
Yeah,
And
I
you know, and
honestly,
Dakota Brown on our our site thinks, along the same lines of 250 starting off with standard minimal memory, like a SD storage for 32 gigs, and then on, like he says, 299 Pro with a new controller, 64 gig of memory, and then thinking 349 includes SD card of 64 to 128 gig Pro, maybe a new Mario game in it. So people are along the lines of thinking they're expecting, I think, a higher price point.
so I mean that's pretty. I think this is like a good middle ground as far as what I think, what Chris thinks, and what you think. We're kind of like right down the spectrum, right? Like Chris thinks it's 250 for the base. I think it's 300, and you think it's 350 for the
No, I
base.
think it's 300.
And then, oh, you think it's 300,
Yeah,
and then what, 400
for the Pro
for the higher
model.
model?
Yep.
Okay, so you have a little bit higher of a price point then. But
Right.
we all think there's three SKUs. Instead of what we think will happen, what is your pie in the sky? I wish this would happen.
250 for starting off.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would like that. I mean, if it was 250 and it came with a game, I'd buy it day one.
Even if that game is Mario Kart or Splatoon.
If it was Splatoon, probably not, because I already have it and I own it.
Yeah.
It
Is that like even if it's like a remaster, right, or a remake, or
I don't think they're gonna do that with this system though. That's the thing. Like Splatoon looks fine. I mean, it's meant to be artistic. It's kind of like Zelda. It's like the graphics can't be horrible if it's done in a artistic way. Like
sure,
Wind Waker and things like that. I mean, they're going different. They're taking different approaches. So
sure.
we don't
It's
we don't
it's
buy
art
Nintendo.
style for
Yeah,
them.
I don't think we buy Nintendo games to be like, oh my gosh, look how realistic this is. We look
Yeah,
at it, we buy it because it's good product, good story,
yeah.
and it's fun. And yeah, they have a unique art style, but nothing that's like photorealistic or anything.
Right.
Um, but yeah,
I,
so
I mean,
250 for me would be that pie in the sky.
for me, it would be 250 as well. But I mean, I, yeah,
I,
if 250 and it came with the game,
I would
it, I'm,
want more, ultimately though, like realistically, like my not my cheap side, but like my budget conscious side comes out and says, your Wii U is not connected to any TV in your house right now, Michael. You only have one or two games that you actually play on that if you had it hooked up. If this system doesn't come out with any other games besides the Zelda and a new Mario, which I don't even care about the new Mario right now, I'm more worried. I want to get Zelda. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah,
but I want to see promise for other titles that are going to be coming up that are unique. And I don't mean like Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty type of stuff. I mean like other unique Nintendo titles that I'm like, you know what? I want to buy this. Even if it's a Pokemon game. I mean, sure, like something new and different. I would buy it. But or a Xenoblade game.
Pokemon Stadium too.
Right. Other Xenoblade game have it on it. That'd be sweet. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
I want the promise of more software, so I don't spend 250 for the console and game, and then have to wait 2 years for another game to come out, only to sell it within the first year because I'm disappointed with the lack of titles. So
So, so
Well,
it's like
see,
you.
my opinion, sorry to cut you off.
No, no, go ahead. No,
Like my opinion, I think they need to not only but appeal to the first party, but actually really need to hit hard with the third party because that's what lost the Wii U, in my opinion.
sure,
And in fact, they just need to come hitting hard to like, hey, yeah, we have all these companies are behind us, EA and Activision and everyone else is coming over to the Switch, and we're all going to be playing together, blah blah blah, and actually make it a point to have these companies make the games for the Switch. Because if they don't do it, then it's going to end up being another Wii U. Then
yeah,
we're going to be like,
I hope that the third party titles aren't just porting games over because I don't think they can do that. Like I don't think they can bring like a Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare over to the Switch because the processor speed, maybe RAM, isn't good enough to run it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but have them develop something unique and interesting for the Switch that they make. That maybe you could buy on Xbox or PlayStation, but they're making it uniquely for the Switch. I don't know. Or maybe they're just making it for the Switch only, which just makes it even more appealing because you're like, crap, I can't get that on any other system but Nintendo's. And it's made by a third-party developer, and that one that I respect or I like, so I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So that you have
Where
a
were you
chicken
saying,
and the
Dante?
egg. So you have a chicken and the egg thing then of third parties aren't going to want to take a jump off a cliff to make something specific for the Switch, and then people aren't going to want to buy the Switch because they don't have third party games. So at some point, somebody has to be a greater fool and
Yeah.
buy long. So that's my hope anyway. So I have like two hypotheticals that I want to throw at you guys about this because I like the two of you love Nintendo but are a little realistic about where they stand in my heart with video games. My Wii U is hooked up to my TV, but I have not turned the thing on in probably like 3 months.
Yeah.
Probably actually 2 months. Sorry, November was the last time I played any Xenoblade. So my hypothetical is, what if Zelda's not different? What if Zelda is the exact same game on Wii U as it is on the Switch, except you can't take it on the go?
That will just
Do
be
you
disappointing.
do you care?
Yeah.
Because
I care because, I mean,
bought,
honestly, I would just buy it for the Wii U and just not buy a new system.
sure, because I bought it because you turds all hounded me to buy this system, except you, Chris. I think you were really cool about it, but the rest of you bums all hounded me to buy this thing. I buy it.
And then no one
I
plays
bought
it.
I bought 5 games and I had a great time with it, right? And I'm like, I'm just waiting on Zelda. I got my 5 good games that I enjoy, like Smash and Mario Kart and
Yeah.
uh,
It,
Xenoblade and blah blah blah.
in all
And then,
realisticness, though, Nintendo didn't add enough support to play seamlessly
sure.
like PlayStation 4.
So I blame them, but I can't blame them, so I'm going to blame you.
Sure.
So
Okay.
the other part of it, so the other part of it is like, if Zelda's the same, what do you do? The other thing is, what if Zelda's not the same, but you have to wait 2 months to buy it on the Wii U?
Hmm.
What if they pull Twilight Princess on people and make you wait?
If I know it's going to be different, what I might wind up doing is getting rid of my Wii U and 3DS and then getting the Switch because it's going to take the place of both of them.
Sure. Okay.
That might be my strategy ultimately. Although I have a lot of awesome 3DS games, you know, and I have a lot of Wii U games. It's kind of like, do I want to re-buy some of those games? It sucks that there's no backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to re-buy Splatoon? Probably not, because I already played the crap out of it, and I'm not going to re-buy something I already purchased in the past at full price when I've had it for like a year or more sitting, or on my shelf.
Right. You're right.
Yeah.
So I
What
don't
about
know.
Mario Kart 8 with all of the tracks and all of the characters, and then maybe a couple extra Switch exclusive tracks added in?
If it's different, I'll buy it. If it's the same, it depends on if I'm having a party or not. Because it's a fun party game, right? I mean, honestly, that's like if I have company over, I'll
Yeah.
play it. It's not unfortunately, Mario Kart's not one of those games. Like after I unlock everything, if I'm not playing with someone online, if it doesn't have a good feature to do that, I'm probably not playing it alone. Like I like it. I find some of those games to be more social games, like Smash Brothers and
Right.
stuff like that. It's a social game
Sure.
for me. Not everybody's the same. Some people probably like to chill and sit back and just play the computer. But once I play through the story mode by myself, and I use it to play with against other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not like my
I
Xenoblade Chronicles where I'll sit there and play that for hours because there's a good story or there's something to grind on and do and
Yeah.
work out
Yeah.
missions and stuff like that.
I'm with you. I think we're kind of I think we're all kind of in an agreement of at least really hoping that this thing does well.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
mean, we can ask our community too. Let us know on our Facebook community what you guys think. Like, are you guys feeling the same way, or are you just gonna buy it no matter what because it's Nintendo and it's the new system? And if you do buy it, are you gonna get rid of the old Nintendo systems, or are you gonna keep them? Like, what?
Honestly, I think I will just buy it because I don't have a Wii U, and
I mean,
so
I'm
I
talking
think I
about
will just
especially
buy.
for people that do though. Like people that, like what Dante said, if the Switch version comes out right away for the Zelda, and the Wii U comes out 2 months later, are people going to wait? Or are they going to buy the new system just to have the new game and get rid of the old system and the games? Even if you have a
Yeah,
large
but
collection
then
like me.
people could be like in my shoes and be like, you know what? The Switch doesn't really appeal to me because the fact of either their announcement was weak or whatever the case may be. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait 2 months. I'll buy myself a Wii U and then buy Zelda and then play it down. They could do that.
That's true. That's a
Sure.
feasible option. I guess what we'll do is we'll wait for Thursday. We'll see the live press event, and then we'll post news about that and do another podcast.
Is there something that's can they do something on Thursday that would be a deal breaker for you, or is there something that they can do on Thursday that's like an instant commitment from you? Like for me, if they come out and say all of your everything that you've downloaded on the Wii or the Wii U can be downloaded on the Switch for a nominal fee, I'm in.
For a nominal
If
fee, you already paid for it.
if they tell me like it's $1 a game to rebuy the games or to like re-download the games,
That would piss me off. I already paid for
you
the
can
physical
have you
thing,
can
so.
have the $12. You can have the $12. It's fine. Like I'll take it. I'll
What if
eat
you
the
spent more
$12.
than that?
Yeah,
No,
what if
like
you
so if
spent
you
like how much Anthony spent? It's probably spent like hundreds.
Yeah, and you
no, but
bought
I'm
a
saying
lot
like
of
it's a
the
dollar. I'm
old
saying it's like
games.
$1 a game to re-download your games onto your new system to
No,
transfer your
I'd be
to a new
pissed. I
system.
would be like, no dice.
Okay,
That would make me mad because I already purchased them. Why should I have to rebuy them again?
sure, but
Honestly, I,
that's
I feel like they should just connect all that stuff together and have you be able to download it since you purchased it. But that's a whole nother podcast topic of digital purchases, how they work, licensing,
well
and how
that's
they should work.
I only bring that up because that's how it is with the current system. If you bought something on Wii and then if you wanted to buy it again on Wii U, you paid $1 or 90 cents or whatever it was, and
That
then you
that
could
was
download
different because they
it
said
on
at the
Wii.
beginning that was going to happen because of the
Sure,
differences in platforms.
sure, understood.
But with this, they're talking about seamless ecosystems and stuff like that now.
Sure.
It should work.
Okay.
We're over that.
So is there something then
Sure.
that they can say that would instantly make you want to buy this thing?
Yeah, they announced a bunch of awesome titles I was not expecting. If they're like, hey, we're gonna release it for like 250 plus, we're gonna have Mario available, Zelda, and maybe one or two other titles that are in the works that are possibly gonna be coming down the road too, that are like confirmed. Like, I want confirmations. If I can get some good confirmations of what we've been talking about, then I'm sold. But if they're like, if our community is correct and it's priced way higher, like if it's priced in the $400 the $350 to $400 range, I'll wait because unless they have some amazing announcements to do. If there's like a Nintendo VR thing where you can play Mario in VR or something like that, or Zelda, I'd buy it day one because that's pretty sweet, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That would blow
That's
my
true.
mind. That would be like, no way, Nintendo's been working on this all along, and they actually have AAA titles that are awesome. Yeah. But
I
If
anyways,
think
they what if they invited you to their rooftop parties? Would you be willing to buy it then?
only if that one hot Nintendo chick was there. No, that they fired. No. Yeah, I'd probably buy it then if maybe they gave me a discount. I'm past all that stuff. It'd be fun though. If I could, you know what? If I got hands on right away to play it, and I saw how if it was really awesome, I'd buy it right away. So we'll see. I guess we'll see after E3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic because we can talk about this on Thursday after we hear some official announcements. And like I said, I'd task our community, come back to our Facebook page, let us know what you think. If you 100% disagree with us, let us know why. Or if you agree with us, give us a thumbs up and tell us. That way we can brag to each other about it,
yeah.
or yell at each other about it. Um, the next one I was going to talk about is the VR in general. I wrote an article about the three top headsets for 2017, which I find really interesting. There's a lot of research done and a lot of hands-on done. I got these headsets at work and lots of specs and everything like that. So if you haven't checked out the article, check it out. I'll post it in the link here. But what do you guys think? What are your feelings on the VR at this moment because not a lot of people realize that they're actually available to purchase and that there's an ecosystem for each one of these headsets
I
that are
mean,
available like right now.
I believe VR is the future of gaming.
I do too.
I honestly do. I believe the fact that like we are getting to the point where we can actually experience concerts with just sitting in our living room or sitting in our home.
Yeah.
And if, just in case we're not able to attend the concert, we can be
What if
act like
if the
we're
concert's
there.
sold out? We can buy a VR ticket.
Yeah,
You know?
I believe that is coming, and these games are just the start of it. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a computer that can run the Oculus or the Vive, but I do have a PlayStation 4, and I wish Sony would get off their lazy bums and actually, you know, back their own product, since it's only been out for less than 6 months and it's already sold out everywhere. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. Well, I know. I thought they did. Did they do Coachella or they did one music festival where you could buy virtual tickets from your PlayStation to go switch between cameras and stages and stuff like that.
If they did that, that's awesome.
That was last year. Yeah, I think they did that. I believe I saw something at South by Southwest about that. They're experimenting with it now, and one venue did it. I have to Google that and figure it out and look it up. But yeah, from what I was reading, one place did it, but it's not the norm, right? And we're talking about
No,
let's make a place for that to be the norm. Like if there's your favorite band's playing in a state, only in a state that you can't go to, they're not coming to
yeah,
your
exactly.
hometown. Still, you can still check their concert out.
Yeah.
And in regards to the three headsets, which are the Oculus Rift, the HTC Vive, and then the Sony PSVR. Which one do you guys like the most, and why? Or are interested in at least?
Chris, you want to go
Okay,
ahead?
I'll go ahead. I've not tried Vive. I tried the Oculus when I was with you when we went to Boston at
Yep.
PAX East.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I enjoyed that very much. That pretty much sold me on VR. Did not try the PSVR, but I'm interested in it because the fact that I have a PlayStation and it's the only thing that I have that can actually run VR besides my freaking cell phone.
Sure.
But I've I've had it. I pre-ordered it, but then I canceled my pre-order because I had to pay some other stuff. And then oh, now it's tax season now, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get a VR when I get my taxes back. Yeah, sure. And then I look to see pretty much everywhere, and it's sold out.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer because the fact like, hey, yeah, I really want this, and everyone knows me to be a Sony fanboy, so and like I don't have this, and it boggles my mind that the fact that Sony doesn't have enough
Units
product,
to sell.
not units for this to sell.
Yeah.
So
It
it just
boggles my mind that it's sold out. You could go out today and purchase an Oculus Rift on the Oculus site, and you can have one.
yeah.
Or HTC Vive. They're available. You can just go out and buy them. So the difference in all three of those is the Sony PSVR obviously is made for the PlayStation, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro. And it's not meant for full 360 movement, but you can obviously turn around all the way around and and play. You can stand up and play. It's fine. It's the limitations of the sensor bar and the cameras and stuff like that. You need the PlayStation camera and then the two move controllers, or you can use the PlayStation 4 controller as well, which is sweet. That's what makes it cool, right? And you have two modes. You have your VR mode and you have your cinematic mode where you can just watch movies and TVs. But quite honestly, I wouldn't use cinematic mode. I have the TV. I could just take the headset off and watch my TV if that's the case, you know?
But
Um,
speaking of which, sorry to interrupt you, but like, how is the cinematic mode when you're playing games? Like, say,
so, I mean,
Uncharted 4.
like I mentioned this in my article. There's three different sizes you can create: small, medium, and large, and they're emulated to be 6 to 8 feet in front of you. So imagine you have the VR headset on. You can adjust what size TV you want that to be in your headset, and adjust the
Right.
length, the emulated length of how far it is from you. So it's pretty much playing a big screen in front of you. I mean, obviously it's cool because it's encapsulated around your eyes, and you don't have any other distractions around you. Um,
Yeah.
uh, it's just it's different. I mean, you have to experience it. It's hard to explain that way. But it's essentially like having a big screen TV in front of your face. It's strapped to your head,
Okay.
which
All right.
it adds to the immersion. It's cool because you're immersed. There's black all around you. You're in the game, but essentially it's not VR. It's a flat screen like your TV.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you're in your own personal movie theater in your head. Like
Oh, that could be pretty awesome.
no, right? I mean, that's essentially what it is. You have the headset on. It's like sitting down and watching a movie theater, like in the middle row, like in the middle row. So it's huge screen, but it's in the distance, but it's still big. You know what I mean? And it's in front of you.
Okay.
Um, so the other difference is the Oculus is meant to be has a short strap cable and it's meant to be played sitting down. There are exceptions for that because you can set up 3 sensor bars or 4, which cost extra. And if you do the 3 bar setup, you can stand up and move around, but you have like 6 feet, 5 to 6 feet to move with the cable. That way you can still be fully immersive. And the HTC Vive, has a 15 by 15 foot radius, full 360 motion all the way around. It's meant to be standing up. Um, so like right out of the box, that one's the most legit. And the HTC Vive connects to the Steam platform, which is
Right.
obviously independent games and also AAA titles that are automatically ported for PC to VR. So you have a wide library to choose from. But the different thing is the Oculus is attached to Microsoft, so it might be Xbox One integration in the future for that. You know, as well as other unique opportunities. I mean, they're both available to purchase, and their home, like I put videos on each one of their home ecosystem looks like. It looks cool. Check out the videos, check out the article. Dante, I know you don't know too much about these things, but if you had to like from hearing about it and listening and looking at stuff, I mean, what would you be interested in?
Yeah,
I mean, personally, I think the Sony one's cool, but the specs aren't quite there, and the games
sure.
aren't there yet. But that's my
Uh,
opinion.
yeah. So like the small amount of exposure that I've had to VR, I've really enjoyed, but the experience itself is a little bit cumbersome with PlayStation. Just the amount of stuff you have to plug in and put together and all that stuff, and make sure you got to move stuff around in your living room to make sure you can actually move around and use it and all that
Not
stuff.
fall
So
over.
yeah. I mean, it's 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 a little more cumbersome than, let's say, the Kinect, but it's also way cooler.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I tried theater mode, thought it was really awesome. I tried a little bit of Batman, thought that was incredible, and I tried a little bit of Job Simulator. That was really awesome. There's games like Thumper and Super Hypercube and things like that that I really want to play, but I haven't tried it. And I can't find them. Like I have not seen one in a store since like the week after launch.
Well,
I just
if
have
I see one, I'll let
one.
you guys know because I swear I recently have seen them at Target and you know.
Yeah, I don't know that I would buy one right away. Still, just with the amount of games that I haven't seen anything that makes me feel the need to purchase it.
Me too.
But I am really really excited to see that this is the first iteration and to see what the second one is, what the third one is, like just how much more they can get into immersion wise and technology and control possibilities. Uh,
Right.
I can't wait for that the first person shooter that really gets it right,
Yeah.
the first 3D platformer that really gets it right.
Hell, I
Uh,
would love to play Destiny or Battlefield or one of those games in full VR. That'd be amazing.
yeah,
I'd
I
buy it
mean, like
immediately for it.
just even if it's not like in first person, obviously, but even if it's third person, just the camera sweeps and moves with you in like in an RPG or
Yeah.
in a
That'd be
3D
like
action
sweet
game or
too to
something.
explore. Can you imagine exploring an RPG in
Yeah,
VR?
like
You know?
Uncharted. Like if you put that type of camera, it's like put a type of camera system that would work in Uncharted 4, and then you can really like get into the nitty gritty of the detail of how much
Solve
they put
so
in
many
the art.
cool
Yeah.
puzzles. Pick
Yeah,
up
I mean, just
artifacts and stuff, and
like
like
that kind of thing. But the controls have to be right. Like you can't just have like an on rails Nathan Drake game. It's
yeah,
got, you
no,
got to be able to move it.
has to be
So
free roam. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they're there. They just have to incorporate that stuff.
yeah. It's pretty incredible. I mean, the technology is incredible. The first time I put one on, I was absolutely blown away, and I completely agree with Chris in that um, we're living in the future right now. Like
Yeah.
that is where we're going to be, and that's the space we're going to occupy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Um, all right, to shift to the ending points of the podcast. What games are you guys playing right now? What are at least one or two titles that you're looking forward to?
I guess I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. What have I been playing recently? I've honestly just been buying and buying to fill up my catalog until we hit a dry period. Like kind of like right now, but I have played what recently. I've been playing Watch Dogs 2, which I think is freaking awesome, and I think
I was just
it
about
should
to
have
ask
got.
that. How good is it? I haven't played it yet.
It's okay. It's you remember how the jump was from Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed 2?
Yes.
You remember that jump?
Yes.
It's that. It's exactly that. It's
Okay.
there's so much to do, so many missions, and I mean, they first started out with with a little hiccup because of the fact of the seamless multiplayer, and then they got it fixed and patched, and they let you know like, hey, yeah, we're sorry, we messed up, just bear with us, we'll fix it, and next thing you know, in 2 weeks they fixed it, and everything was perfectly fine. I mean, the character is fun and cool. I think his name is Marcus. I mean, he's cool and he's fine. But here's the thing: when we start shooting like automatic guns and whatnot, kind of feels weird because he's a hacker. I don't know. I just felt weird doing that because I'd rather just hack my way through everything and no one see me.
But
Like,
sometimes you just need to pull out your automatic gun, man.
yeah, apparently you do.
I hadn't given it a
Uh,
shot mostly because of the bad taste that Watch Dogs 1 left in my mouth, but I'll have to. I mean, I'll take you up on your recommendation. I'll absolutely try it.
yeah, I mean, it's from what from what I've heard as far as like people who have lived in San Francisco and they've played the game, there's like they're saying, "Holy crap!" Is actually kind of like a spitting image of it. They did so well of like recreating the city. So
Wait,
I highly recommend it if you've never played it, and if you on a fence about it, I still highly recommend it. If you're still on the fence about it after me saying it, then just wait for like a sale when it's like $40 or something, and then get it done.
it's been out for a while, so I'm sure a lot of people have played it, but it should be going on sale relatively soon. One would hope.
Yeah. I would say the second game I've played, not really, not really much. Besides sports games, I've been playing NBA 2K16. Is it 16 or 17? They want the latest
17.
NBA
Yeah,
one.
17.
17.
17, and then been playing. Actually, I started playing the Uncharted 4 Survival Mode, which is interesting.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that DLC. That
That's
looks
the horde
interesting.
mode thing, right?
yeah, it's a horror mode,
Okay.
which is actually kind of weird because like they only you know how Gears is where you at that one stage throughout the whole entire 50 waves, right? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
As the waves,
And
as the waves get progressively worse.
yeah. And the same thing happens in Uncharted, except for you're only playing five rounds on that stage, and then it loads into another stage, which is I found weird,
Huh.
but different and cool and interesting. And then there's one point where you know how you have I don't know if you played it Uncharted 2 or not, or Uncharted 3, where they actually had what is called siege. We can only you have to go to an area and you can only kill people from with you standing in an area.
Oh,
I haven't
are you
played
talking?
that. The
Are you talking
DLC.
about like the multiplayer area where you
Yeah.
have to get in that specific?
Yeah,
It's got to be in like that specific bordered out area of the map, right?
yeah. You have to
Yeah.
be in that specific
Yeah.
border
I got
where
you.
the count kills the count. You got that. That's in there. You have to do for what round, and then you have to collect trophies in another round. There's like 100 trophies you have to collect it within a time frame, which is freaking weird, especially when you're doing it by yourself. It's freaking hard. Uh, and then just regular, just run and gun.
Gotcha.
Sweet. I do find it annoying that they have over 141 extra things to buy in the PlayStation 4 store, the PSN store for Uncharted 4. They're like
Yeah.
trying to nickel and dime everyone.
Yeah, of course.
I love the game. I just hate that facet of the game.
God, if any company deserves it, though, it's them.
No, I agree. They do. They do. It's just annoying. Like I was going through the game the other day to see what other things I could play within that, and I was like, why are there 141 add-ons? And it's all like 90 cents here, $1.20 here, $1.58 here. I'm like, why would I buy all these things? But yeah, what about a title you're looking
And
forward to, Chris?
title I'm looking forward to Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, that is
God,
that
it
is
looks
the next
good.
that is the next Sony big one. So I'm
It looks good. I'm not excited for it for some reason. I feel like it wasn't unique to I mean, not unique, but like it didn't excite me when I saw the preview at E3. I was like,
I mean
next.
I mean to me it it looks different and looks like it's like, oh, it looks pretty cool and seems like it's gonna be an open world. So like, oh, that's something I can get behind. Plus, it's made by Guerrilla Games, which did a great job, I thought, on Killzone Shadowfall.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Maybe I'll just
I think
wait
they're
till
Did
pretty.
you
to play it.
did you see the system that they have in that game where if you're missing something for crafting, the game will create a mission for you to get that item so you can craft whatever it is you're trying to craft.
No,
Oh,
I
that's actually
didn't,
pretty
and that's
which,
sweet.
which is
pretty
so damn cool. Like that is the coolest. That's so awesome to me that they can just create that type of have that type of item system as opposed to something like The Witcher, which I love, but trying to find that one like one thing so I could make a
Yeah,
specific bomb just drove me nuts.
where you have to
But
like buy the book and look it up.
oh yeah, it drives me. Oh man, it's crazy. But because that game is just so big. But when I saw that questing system, it reminded me of the Nemesis system from Shadow of Mordor, like just how cool that system is.
yeah,
But I'm with you, man. That game looks freaking badass.
yeah. I can't wait for it.
What about you,
Between that
Doctor?
and Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah. That game looks great. It looks scary.
2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
2 weeks for that one.
yeah.
So 2017 looks like it's getting all the good leaving from 2016 like immediately.
Yeah,
It's a
seriously.
crazy couple of months already.
I'm
Um,
loving it though.
yeah, yeah. The games I'm playing right now, I'm actually playing through the all the downloadable content from Tomb Raider, from Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I just got through Baba Yaga, and then I'm doing all the Croft Manor stuff and all that. Because I love the hell out of that game, and I hadn't played any of the DLC yet.
Interesting.
And I just finished up Final Fantasy 15, which I'm bipolar about.
Yeah, I mean, I just started it and I love it, but you are not happy about that. I know that.
I'm bipolar about it. I love certain aspects of it, and I really disdain certain facts about it, certain aspects of it, especially when you look into the development window and how long they had, and this is the finished product we have.
Pretty much what you're
So
talking about is, so everybody else knows, is that it's missing a bunch of content in chapter 10 and up, right? So a bunch of story things are missing, and
yeah,
now they're gonna go back and fix it after the fact.
yeah. There's story sections that are missing. There are characters that are in and out of the story, and then there are cities even that are like kind of in and out of the story that they talk about but don't actually show. Um, So and then chapter 13 is a slog, and we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there's plenty that I love about that game, especially the battle system. But there's more than enough issues to go around with it too.
Sure.
And to think, what did they do in those 2 months where they like, oh no, we're going to delay it until November? What
Yeah,
did they do in those 2 months?
Other stuff. They
the,
were working
the
on
quote,
other things.
the direct quote from them was, "We're doing this so we don't have to have a day one patch," and a day one
Yeah, and
patch
then
is about 13 gigs.
they ended up
So
having a day one patch.
yeah, they did it so they
Yeah,
wouldn't have to have one, and they still had one. So what did you do? That's fine. Delete. I mean, delete the game. It's fine. It's been a decade, but you can
Other
at least
than
come.
that, it's pretty great so far. So
I mean, like I said, graphically, it's absolutely gorgeous. The battle system, I didn't like for about 30 minutes into the game, and as soon as it clicked in my brain that this is the way you do things, fell in love. It's probably my my favorite Final Fantasy battle system after I think 9 was my favorite.
Yeah, when you can do the
But
stuff in the movie and the game, I'm like, heck yeah, this is amazing. I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. The sound is incredible. The music's incredible. The fan service is great. Like being able to listen to the old Final Fantasy music while you're playing the game, kick
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, I love that
Uh,
too.
yeah, but it has some issues. But you know, the game that I'm looking forward to the most is Red Dead 2. If it comes out, I put a big caveat on that. Because
Yeah,
that trailer is bonkers.
yeah, looks really sweet.
If I can only
You
think,
don't think it's gonna? You don't think it's gonna make the release date? I mean, here's
uh, I,
Rockstar.
Well,
I've,
he's just being
I,
cynical because all the other games that keep getting pushed back or killed.
yeah,
So I mean,
Grand Theft Auto 5 was
Yeah.
delayed. Red Dead Redemption was delayed. So we'll see. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. The only I can only think of one giant AAA game that said we're coming out on this day, and then it did come out on this day, and it was Fallout.
yeah,
So that's the only one that comes to my mind when I think of these companies meeting the release date. Is Fallout, but if we don't get it this year, I'll be perfectly fine because there's another like 10 to 15 games that I cannot wait to play this year, like South Park and Ukulele and
oh my
Zelda
gosh, yeah,
Mario, and
yeah.
God knows. I mean, it's like the list is crazy for this year. But how about you, Mike?
So I've been playing a lot of Destiny. I just finished the raid, Wrath of the Machine, and then I did the hard mode for it, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, that's been what I've been doing a lot, and doing some of the older raids in there, so I can get all the good content in. Before they've announced Destiny 2, and I'm like, oh, I haven't done all this other stuff first. So that's been fun. And then obviously I started Final Fantasy 15. I'm about an hour and a half into it. Um, but yeah, and that's pretty much it right now. I've been going back and forth between that. Obviously, when Rogue One came out, I was playing a lot of Battlefront. I still am. I unlocked so much stuff in Battlefront.
Awesome!
Um,
Shout out to Rogue
Mm.
One for being kick ass, by the way.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that was a great movie. Um, I saw it a couple times. I saw it in 3D too, which was fun. Some of the games I'm looking forward to are I want to check out Days Gone. Curious about that one, see how it plays. Definitely Mass Effect. Um, that seems like one that I would definitely dig,
Oh
and I
my
hope it
God, I
turns out
completely
good.
forgot about Mass Effect for like 2 seconds. God, I
Right?
can't wait for that game.
I'll check out Horizon just to see how it is. You know, and I'm curious to see how Ghost Recon is, the new one. So I've been a
Oh
Ghost
yeah, that's
Recon
right.
fan. So and it
Beta
looks
of that
pretty
coming
different.
out soon too.
Yep. So that's on my list. Obviously in Zelda and whatever the Nintendo stuff is, we'll see what's going on with
Oh
that.
yeah, I totally forgot about Nintendo. Like the only thing they have right now is that Mario game that they show off and
Yeah.
Zelda. Maybe there'll be an Animal Crossing in the fall. Maybe
Pokemon,
during a
maybe. Who knows?
Pokemon Stadium too. You know, why not?
What if we get like just another one of those pie in the sky things? What if we get like a legit full on Pokemon RPG on a home console?
I would be excited and I'd buy it. Just
Yeah.
flat
I
out.
haven't. Okay, you guys are way more into Pokemon than I am. I only played Sapphire for like maybe 20 hours when that one came out, and I was like, "Ah, this is alright, but it's not for me." If they did that, I may give it another shot.
See? Yeah. No, I it definitely would be awesome, I think. Um,
If they announce Pokemon Sun and Moon, you can buy it on the Nintendo Switch. Like, okay, done.
yeah, I mean,
But
essentially, because if you can travel with the Switch, you know,
yeah, there'll be no reason to own a 3DS anymore.
exactly. That's what I was saying. That's probably why I'd get rid of it. Although I have like Chrono Trigger and Ocarina of Time and all those fun games and stuff like that, it'd be really sad to sell those. So I'd have to re-get them on the Switch, and those are games that I would because they're amazing. Um, oh, one thing I wanted to let everybody know, if they didn't know, obviously I like Cheap Ass Gamer, right? And I'm sure you guys do too. The
Yeah, I'm on
website.
there all
Yeah.
the time. I love that
So,
site.
did you guys notice that Assassin's Creed Unity for Xbox One is only a dollar freaking 89 via cdkeys.co?
I think it's only worth. I'm pretty sure it's only worth 99 cents. But you guys spend the extra buck if you
They
want.
fixed everything. I don't
I'm
know.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
They fixed
kidding.
everything.
Fixed everything.
kidding.
You fixed everything? Really? Come on, bro. Come on.
No, they
That's-
Come
didn't.
on.
I know one guy in the forum was a jerk. He was a dick, and he goes, "Still not worth it."
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. One guy, one jerk on the podcast that just said it.
Yeah, exactly. One out of every three is always a
I'm
jerk.
kidding. I'm kidding. I swear I'm kidding.
No, but $1.89, I'll pick it up. I haven't played it yet, so that's not bad.
Read my review. That's all you need to do.
That was when it was first released.
I don't care.
Oh, Chris, I'm with you, man. I bought that game day one. I had no idea that the reviews were bad. I got home, put it in, and it was just a jittery, buggy mess. And I went online to see what the hell was going on, and then like all the reviews are just killing this game.
But seriously,
Like,
though, $1.89 is not bad to try it out.
I'm just talking about what happened.
I know. I'm just saying it's a pretty damn good deal.
I mean, come on now. They canceled the season pass and gave it away for free, and people who bought the season pass ended up getting a free game.
Pretty much. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so you could have gotten.
My favorite screenshot though is the one with the googly eyes, where the whole front of the bodies are missing, but the eyes are huge. You know?
Oh, yeah, or the one with the weird face with the now then the SEO collection.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I digress. I just wanted to bring that up because I was like hearing good deals, and that is really a good one.
To piggyback off of your good deal, Assassin's Creed Syndicate is $10 on Best Buy right now too.
Awesome.
Totally
So
better game.
that's the one that's in London.
Yes.
And it's actually really freaking good. And that one's only $10.
Sweet. Well, that's totally worth it in my opinion. That's all I got.
What do you think the next Assassin's Creed game will be like?
Assassin's
I
Creed.
don't actually think about that.
Give me Japan or give me
Egypt,
nothing.
Right? Egypt.
Yeah, I'm thinking Egypt. It has to be
Japan
Egypt.
would be cool though. Feudal Japan.
I want feudal
Yeah, but
Japan
then
'cause I just want my successor to Tenchu. That's all I want.
How about Assassin's Creed North Korea?
So then it would be called the interview at that
We
point.
don't have enough information to make that game. I'm sorry, guys.
Whatever studio puts that game out would be getting some targeting going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting the game released for free.
It would be a unique title, right? See?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, the point is to amuse and entertain, right? I guess. Yeah, but I think Feudal Japan
Yeah.
would be pretty sweet. See. Anyway, guys, let's sign off
Future.
here and keep everybody